do want to move on now to actually downloading your update. So again, if you've got automatic updates switched on, like we've seen in the demo, the window you can see on the slide is exactly what's going to appear when you open up Payroll and a new update is available. So it's going to prompt you to download and install it right away. But remember, if you prefer, you can manually trigger it by going to Help and check for updates if you've got that preference selected. Third option, to download it directly from the Help Centre. And that update is readily available on the Payroll Year-End Hub, and we've linked at the bottom of the slides there as well. So make sure to get the handouts downloaded if you are wanting those handy links. Now, whichever route you do choose to take once the update has downloaded, you do want to make sure that your Sage 50 Payroll and any other Sage products that you have open, you want to make sure they're fully closed before you begin the installation. If anything is still open, don't worry about it. You will just get a message prompting you to close programs before continuing with the installation. The installer won't actually run until everything is closed. So after that, you'll be able to run the downloaded file. It'll be an exe file. And then you'll see the installation message that you can see on the left there. So first message you'll see is simply just asking you to accept the license. So you just click accept my license to move on. And the next screen will confirm your program directory. And this is the reason why we recommended noting it down earlier. You just want to make sure that the installer has detected the correct location for your Sage 50 Payroll. Now, if the file path shown is correct, which you can see in my case it is, then you can go ahead and click yes to continue. Now, if it wasn't correct and there was a mismatch, you would just click no, and then you'll be prompted to browse to the folder and the location that you noted down earlier. And that's why having that program directory handy is really important. Now, once you confirm the directory, the installer will take over and it'll run through the update automatically. So nothing else that you need to do at that point except wait. Now, installation only usually takes a couple of minutes, but it can depend on the speed of your computer and a few other factors. So it's just really a waiting game at that point. But just while we're on this screen, I do want to mention a couple of troubleshooting tips, just in case you do run into any issues. So you do want to make sure you run the installation file as administrator. Now, it should do this automatically, but you can do this by right-clicking and running as admin. And that just allows Payroll to install everything it needs at the highest level of permission. Now, if you do have problems with antivirus, you can maybe try temporarily disabling your antivirus software. If you do run into any issues, just while you're doing the update, and of course, remember to turn it back on afterwards. If you run into any error messages while you're running the installation, best thing you can do with this one is just take a note of it. So that's word for word, including any error codes or numbers. You want to then type that message into the Help Centre. 9 times out of 10, there's going to be a step-by-step support article explaining exactly what it means and how to resolve it as well. So just a top tip there if you do run into any issues. So once the update has installed successfully, you'll see a confirmation message letting you know that it has been updated. Now, it does advise you to save any work and to restart your PC. Now, don't worry, you don't need to do that right away, but my recommendation would just be to restart it when you get a chance, maybe at the end of the day when you're logging off. But with all of that said, that is the update fully installed. Now, a couple of bits just to check after installing the update. So once you log back into Payroll, when you open the program and sign into your company, Payroll will automatically update and optimize your data. So the message you can see just on the right there on the slide is exactly what will appear. So it's just letting you know that your company data is being upgraded to version 32. Once you're fully logged in after the data upgrade, you'll then go to Help and About and just double check your version number. Always best to do this just to be on the safe side. So you just want to make sure that it's going to show version 32 or later in there. And then if that's a version you see, your update has indeed installed successfully. Now, before I pass you back over to Duncan, just for the next section, I do just want to take a moment to mention network installations as well. So if you have colleagues who also use Payroll, and if the software is installed on multiple computers, then you do want every single computer that has Payroll installed to be updated to version 32. And here's why. So once the first computer updates to version 32 and logs into the company data will be upgraded to version 32 as well. So if another colleague tries to open Payroll on a machine that hasn't been updated and is still running version 31, they'll see an error message just like the one on the slide. Can look a little alarming, but there's nothing to worry about. All it means is that the company data is now on version 32 and it can't be opened now using an older version. And the fix for this one is really simple. So everyone who uses Payroll simply just needs to install version 32 update so that all machines are running on the same version. So if you're working in a networked environment, it is important that all users update before trying to access that company. And that does bring us to the end of the installation section.